Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we're live on Instagram and Facebook Live. We've had a little bit of a technical conundrum here.
Not me.
Not you, no, and it wasn't me. It's that we've changed everything around.
They don't care.
But no one cares. And we went live accidentally.
Yeah.
And I'm glad if there were any four-letter words that came out of our mouths for that, we apologize profusely. But we're only normal, okay? And every so often when things aren't the way we like them, we say those words, which everybody does. And the two words that I'm going to say right now are Suzanne Somers.
Yay! Thank you. Took a while to get around to it. Hi, Caroline.
Hello, hello.
I was watching you cooking something, and it looked so good. Tacos. I thought, how does a woman make tacos look delectable? And they're actually kind of the way I make mine, but it's the way you fondle them, and the way you put the sliced lettuce in it. And it's like my sister said, it's your hands.
Fondling her tacos.
Fondling her tacos, yeah.
Huh.
But I'm going to make you tacos because I know how to make them, and she always adds a little something extra. There was the
Chipotle.
yeah, the chipotle. What are they, dried and then roasted?
No, they're canned.
Mmm.
They come in the can and they're in adobo sauce. So the adobo sauce takes on the chipotle flavor, and it's an easy add, and it's also a great way to make chipotle sour cream. You just put it together and you can use it as a sauce. But on this one, I put it right in the
So good.
ground meat.
And then with your onions, because I didn't have the sound on, was that cayenne and cumin and ground ginger?
Paprika, chili powder.
Yeah.
Oregano. I can send it to you.
So
Sorry,
good.
I'm opening all my makeup here and making noise.
It's all right.
It's Woman Crush Wednesday.
And who,
Do you
Alan?
have a crush on anyone, Alan?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Caroline?
He missed his cue.
Yeah. Who do you have a crush on?
It's Woman Crush Wednesday. It's a thing on social media. WCW. It's
Oh, really? You didn't make it up?
WCW. No, Woman Crush Wednesday is like a thing, and so people will post, who they have a girl crush on for Wednesday.
Oh.
So it's Wednesday, and we had a coral crush blush that we thought might make a nice gift.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
Caroline.
Woman crush.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
Alan, who do you have a crush on today?
Well, I'll tell you. First of all, before I have to sort of explain how I missed my cue. Madam here said to me 3 times that she wanted me to go somewhere and get something. So that's what I did. So when I came back in, there was nothing.
You just live to make me happy.
I do.
You do. You actually
'Cause
do.
I've got a crush on you.
Okay. Okay. That's better than we expected. Wow. I never had the least notion. So much emotion.
Yeah. I do have a crush on you, always. I always.
I know I have a crush on you too.
I don't know what it is. It's
Well,
just,
yesterday we were in Beverly Hills going into the doctor, and we're waiting in front of the elevator. And I started to say something real nice to him, real and true. And the elevator door opened, and there was a young woman in there, and she had a mask on. I don't know why. And we walked into the elevator, and Alan says to the young woman, we were just flattering one another, and I said, well, I was just about to tell him that when I woke up this morning, I looked over and I thought you were so beautiful. And she goes, oh, oh.
then I told her we just got married a year ago.
This lemon flavoring is very good.
That's what I went to get her, okay?
It's worth it.
Lemon flavoring.
It's worth it. It's so good.
Okay. Well, okay, I'm going to hold up my little sign here so you can see what's happening. Okay? there's a free gift, Coral Crush Blush and Blush Brush. Try saying that fast 5
I
times.
did that just to mess with you all.
Okay, $54.98 retail value with any purchase of $49.99 or more at SuzanneSomers.com. There it is.
You know, I'm looking at all this lipstick and the eyeshadow neutrals and the bronzing powder and the flawless foundation and the sheer press powder and the multi-stick. It's just delicious to look at all of this and to know that all lead-free lipstick, all good-for-you makeup. It's so exciting. I was just doing a show with Harvey Levin. You know who that is, TMZ. And he's been very good to me over the years. And he's an interesting guy. He's a lawyer who, I guess he put together the first posse of Paparazzi. And as you know, I've always been very, very nice to Paparazzi. I always learn their names. And so when we're in Malibu, they're always around. And so we laugh. I remember one day we were walking with Bruce and Caroline, and Violet and Camellia and the paparazzi were circled around us. I just treat them nice, because if you treat them nice, they're going to put good pictures of you. If you treat them bad, which I wouldn't, badly, they will put lousy pictures up. So what do you want? It's a dance. You do. If you're in the public eye, you got to play the game. And I've grown to like it. So anyway, Harvey Levin now is doing a new documentary series. And he wanted to talk to me about Richard Simmons. And that's how I looked. I went, I don't really know anything about Richard Simmons. I mean, I knew him years and years and years ago. And I remember one time I was going to be on the Larry King show, and Richard Simmons was also going to be on, and he canceled. Why he canceled? Because he's afraid Suzanne will make fun of him. That's just not my style. You have to know me that well by now to know that I don't make fun of people.
Well, only me.
But it's always rooted in truth. Like when you lie, and I go, "That's Alan lying."
That's right.
And it's sort of funny and fun. So anyway, I talked to Harvey Levin about an hour, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did I come up with? Well, my feeling is that Richard Simmons created Richard Simmons, and then at some point found that he couldn't live up to what he had created, that he wasn't really Richard Simmons.
Or maybe he got tired of it. I get that. I've been tired of things where I was successful, and I just got tired of it. Like, okay, it's enough already. So we don't really know.
I don't know. I was just rambling because I don't know him.
Yeah.
And what I found funny in Canada, when you had that tremendously successful afternoon show for kids, Razzle Dazzle.
Yep.
Remember Buffalo Bob and Howdy Doody, all of you who are my age? And the peanut gallery, all those kids screaming, screaming, screaming. So when Alan had Razzle Dazzle, and now Alan Hamill, and the kids all go, ah, and Alan come out and go, shut up. That's so you.
They thought I was kidding. No, I'm not. Well, you really like that thing I got for
Yummy.
you, huh?
Yeah, it's like lemonade.
And you notice we no longer have plastic straws. So you better drink that fast, because otherwise that straw is going to melt.
It starts getting mushy.
Yeah, it gets a little mushy, and then you have to actually get rid of a mushy straw. What do you do with that? You can't throw it in the trash can.
You put it in your mush pile.
Okay. Yeah, mush pile.
Yeah.
I like that.
You have one, actually.
I have a mush pile.
Yeah.
It's called my closet.
Your closet's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
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 Why was Gloria crying this morning?
I think, well, first of all, she always cries after she has a poop. She goes into her box.
Poop cry.
She goes into her box, and we hear scraping and shuffling around.
She's got a whole thing.
Yeah, and then now maybe she calls out like that because maybe she's constipated. And yeah, maybe
no,
that's it.
I think it's pride.
Huh?
I think it's pride. Look what I did! I did it!
Mommy. No, I think she just, well, maybe she's proud of what she did. But we never see it because she covers it up. And by the way, that's one of the most amazing thing about cats.
Yes, it is.
You get a kitten, and what's amazing is the kitten knows to poop in a box and cover it up.
The day one. Kittens never poop on the floor or anything like that, like puppies.
I remember I used to get Cat magazine because I'd never had cats in my life until Suzanne. And I get Cat magazine, and in Cat magazine, there's something that is every cat owner's dream. It's a thing you put over the toilet seat, and the center of it is filled with, there's a piece of plastic in the center, okay? And you put the litter on top of the piece of plastic in the center, and you train your cat every time she wants to, go number 1 or 2, to hop up on the toilet seat where the plastic is in the middle so she doesn't take a header. And then when she's used to going up there, you remove the centerpiece, okay?
And most of the time.
And then the cat is supposed to hop up there and do her thing in the toilet. And I'm thinking, that's incredible. We'll never have to clean another cat box as long as we live.
Have you ever cleaned a cat box?
And if we can just train her to also flush the toilet.
Oh, that'd be good.
Okay. Anyway, she jumped up there and took a header. She went straight, it was awful, straight into the water. Okay.
That's like when I dropped Camellia and Violet coming down the stairs in Palm Springs.
Right.
Because I missed that third step from the bottom, and I got my hands underneath their heads, and they didn't get hurt, but it was scary. And Violet looks up and she goes, "You dropped me!" I felt so bad. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's like, forevermore, you're going to trust your grandmother, or she's going to hold me. Don't worry about it. So my grandmother, no more after that. "You dropped me!" So
Carrie Larimore says that we should give Gloria gut renew.
But she won't eat anything but these little
she won't.
Science Diet cat Cheerios.
Yeah. I used to when we first got I guess it was when we first got cats. A cat. I played this little game with Daisy, okay, our granddaughter, and she was 4 or 5, and I would say, "Get the cat to lick your hand." So she'd hold her hand out, and the cat wouldn't lick her hand. I said, "You're doing it wrong. Do it this way." And I'd hold my hand out, and the cat would lick my hand. And she looked at me in amazement. I said, "So do it that way." So she tried it that way, and the cat didn't lick her hand. I said, "Try it a few other ways." She tried it, and the cat didn't lick her hand. I said, "Okay,
we all know what Al
I'm
did.
going to show you the correct way to do it. Watch carefully where my hand goes." So I put my hand out, and the cat licked my hand. And I never told her how it happened.
What'd you do, Al?
I had taken some chicken soup and put it in the palm of my hand. So my hand smells like chicken.
Something they'd like,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, one day, at a big Daisy event, you'll have to tell her that story.
Yeah.
She probably lies awake at night going, "How do you do that?"
Well, the other thing I showed her how to do that amazed her was we had a car, and you couldn't open the little door where the gas was. You had to push the clicker.
Was this the car I had with you?
I don't know. It was a car that we had years ago. And she was this little 5-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
And I took her over to the car and I said, "Okay, say abracadabra open, and the little door will open." So she said, "Abracadabra open," and the little door didn't open. I said, "Okay, say it this way, okay? Abracadabra open." And in my pocket, I hit the clicker button, and the little door popped open. I said, "Have you got it?" And she said, "Yes." So I closed the door. I said, "Okay, try it again. Abracadabra open." Of course, it didn't open. Anyway.
How long were you going to keep this going?
Well, until she kept looking at me or got bored and walked away. Anyway.
Have you ever told her that?
I think I have, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. But there are a few other tricks that I didn't tell her about.
I'm sure. You always have tricks up your sleeve.
I'll save them for that
So
moment.
Al, you showed us cute deal today, but can we see that Coral Crush blush? Can you hold it up to camera so people see what their gift is today?
Here, Al.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Al.
And okay.
And I just put some on my cheeks.
All right.
You guys know Suzanne's makeup, her whole Suzanne Organics line is mineral based, it's got no chemicals in it, it's beautiful organic makeup.
Okay, and this is the, let me bring it a little closer here. Okay. Okay, there I am. All right. So here's the, this is called coral brush.
Coral
right?
Crush with
crush.
a brush. Coral
Okay.
Crush with a brush.
Okay,
I'm Coral.
there it is.
I'm Crush. I come with a
Okay.
brush.
And here's the
Good job.
brush.
Yeah. So I'll
It's all of Suzanne's tones are super, they're all neutral, they blend with everyone pretty much.
now there are the flawless finish. I told you the other day that I never wore base. I wear base now when I feel like it. Because the rest I use my concealer, which I'll tell you. We finally got the light and dark concealer back. And the flawless finish foundation is ivory medium, natural tan, porcelain light, and bronze dark. Do you know I use porcelain dark and bronze dark and porcelain light. The two, there's something about both of them together that just looks really good. But anyway, you know what else
So
is?
you blend your dark color with a little bit of
Yeah,
porcelain light.
yeah. To get it just my coloring. I've got it on right now. It's got the concealer. We've got the concealer back too, because that's my little secret. Can you hand me?
What?
I got it. Okay, here's the light concealer. So after I put on the flawless finish, and you can even buy just one, or you try one and see if it works. And if you want to add another color to lighten it or darken it, you can. Then you take this. This is the thing at 3 in the morning. If I wake up, I put this on here. Makes such a difference. Just a little on your fingers here.
You mean when you wake up, not if you wake up.
When I wake up.
Yeah.
What do you mean if?
I think you said,
As in never waking up?
I think you said if I wake up.
Mm.
I thought.
I probably did. I'm not articulate today. I don't know why.
Well, maybe because you got so damn drunk last night.
I didn't.
That's true, she didn't.
I didn't. But I did have a second drink, which I didn't finish, and then I you didn't even have to say it. I thought, why am I doing that?
You're a creature of habit.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a habit.
Yeah, I think you
This
have
is
to break,
gone.
you have
I'll
to
have
break
another.
that habit.
I'm going to break that habit. I don't want to do that.
Okay,
Okay,
here's
now-
the deal, okay?
I'm just showing off this concealer. Put a little here
Okay.
too. Here.
Here's the free
And
gift
then
you get.
also down here.
The Coral Crush Blush and Blush Brush, a $54.98 retail value. If you spend $50 or more at SuzanneSomers.com. Let me say that again. You get this
So
free.
we got it, yeah, we got it. Suzanne's showing us the makeup now. You've done
Oh.
such a good job, Al, you already showed us like 4 times.
Oh, was she doing that? Were you showing us? Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah, she's in the middle of doing the
Oh, I didn't, you know what, I
which
didn't.
we've been out of stock in because Suzanne uses it so much.
I
and
do.
She sells the sheet out of it, I tell you.
Yep.
And you have all written in to say you were so right. So it comes in 2 colors, the
And I would-
medium and the medium dark.
And I would highly recommend getting both colors. I use the light here, but sometimes I've got one dark little sunspot here that I've put the dark on just to like blend it in so the white doesn't make it stick out. I use the light down here. Like today I put it down here. This isn't the right color though. This is the Coral Crush. Anyway, this is the other thing that if I'm really stupid at 3 in the morning and I do this, then I do a little of this, a little of that. And Alan can't believe when he wakes up how beautiful I am.
So that's what you've been doing.
Years. And since we've gone into the business, it just leaves a little sheen there. Now you can take it and really do a number with it, but why? The multi-stick, and I think it's one color, yeah, it's Sunrise, cheeks, lips, and eyes.
Oh, I should show that then, right?
Yeah. And then, do you ever use pressed powder? Probably don't, but this is really kind of cool. I need you to pull this out here. I can't. I'm having some challenges.
Whoops.
Oh, great. Now erect the multi-stick. But come over here anyway. Put on your cute glasses.
I'm so clumsy.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm having one of those days today.
No, you're awesome.
Thank you.
No, it's down there, but who cares? We'll get it later.
Okay.
And that's such a cute outfit you've got on today. I bet you didn't even think about it, did you?
No.
Look at him with the perfect faded blue jeans
look
and
at
the
this.
faded blue shirt.
Look at
And
this.
oh, he's so handsome. Can you pull that little thing out? You need little fingernail like things.
Pull that little thing out, she said.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You can't get your little thing out.
Well, I've never had this problem before. You know, I need like a...
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Okay.
Oh, a little thing to pull out the little thing?
Okay, I got some scissors.
Don't you have any tweezers?
Pardon?
Don't you have any tweezers?
Why would I
Over
have,
on my little,
Why would I have tweezers? Okay, I got it.
don't you have
Well,
chin hairs?
There's powder in there.
I know. So, here's the matte finish loose powder. You take, there's always a little bit right in here. You take it like that, and then brush everything down. Matte. Isn't that beautiful?
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
I've got a crush on you.
So sweet. And there's nothing bad in there. The foundation, the pressed powder, chemical. No, that's not. Or ours uses rich organic jojoba oil combined with mineral powders, allowing the skin to breathe while creating a flawless finish on a range of complexion tones. Additional bamboo and tapioca powders. That's what I was trying to think of. Decrease the shine in this sheer finish with beautiful coverage. It's really I never used to understand the reason for pressed powder at the end. And a makeup artist I had once, he said it finishes everything off. It just makes everything kind of matte and soft and beautiful. And then you start using it and you go, that's good. And then if you get too much on, you can just like wipe it off with your brush you're going to get for free today, along with the Coral Crush blush. You want to see the coral?
And Suzanne has the loose powder, which she just showed you, and she
Right.
also has the pressed powder
Right.
in 2 colors, the light medium and the medium dark.
This is
Don't
the
walk
coral-
out. Don't walk out in a stiff wind with the loose powder.
This is the Coral Crush. I mean, this is dangerous of me to put it on without looking, but I know this makeup so well. Just put it where you want to be, your little girl self. Now, the other thing we have is, as she just said, the pressed powder. The thing about our pressed powder is we don't put a glue in it. You know the pressed powder you probably got in your purse right now? You know why it's pressed and stays pressed? Because they seal it with glue.
You're kidding.
No. Ours, of course, you would know.
And petroleum.
And petroleum. I'm sorry, I forgot about the gasoline. Petroleum. So what I like about ours is you put it on, and now you put this in your purse or whatever, and then one day you're putting on makeup in the bathroom, and poof, You knock the pressed powder on the floor. Oh, no, because it falls all apart. It's not pressed anymore. But you can press it together again by adding a little bit of water to it, and it goes like that and becomes pressed powder.
Wow.
So you never waste
Yeah.
anything.
I use rubbing alcohol, a little tiny bit of.
Yeah, actually, rubbing alcohol would be better. Yeah.
But it will come together. And you guys, there's no talc in any of Suzanne's powders.
So the powders come in medium light and medium dark. Here's another great one, the bronzing powder. I love this one. I would probably put this here to make my neck appear thinner. That's where we want to get it. As we get older, you know, we lose the V.
Your neck? You want your neck to be thinner?
Yes.
What?
As we get older, we get jowls.
Okay, but that's not your neck.
Well, what's this?
Your neck.
Yeah, and so your face drops.
It used to
and
be
you get
jowls.
jowls.
Yeah, it used to be jowls. Now it's your neck.
All I know is it makes it look better. Now do me a favor and
Yeah.
show them the lipsticks. The very first one that's not even is the one I have on right now, and I put, yes,
This?
that's caramelized peach.
Okay.
Oh, these lipsticks are so great.
Caramelized peach.
Yeah, what a great name. Caroline named it.
Beautiful. Wow, that really is beautiful.
The peaches are popping at the market today. Oh my gosh.
Oh, we're having grilled peaches tonight. Grilled peaches.
Well, we had 4 this afternoon.
But they weren't grilled. But I'm grilling these tonight, and we're having grilled peaches with fresh burrata cheese and lemon oil, our lemon oil, and basil leaves, and whatever else I think of. I love this lipstick. And that could be good. Are you looking forward to that, Alan?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this I'm making tonight, which you probably don't want, but you'll want a bite or two, is pasta al olio.
Oh. I think
Lots
that's
of
my
garlic.
favorite pasta.
Yeah, lots of garlic
Lots of, yeah.
and fresh grated Parmesan on the side. Okay, now show the other lipstick, the next one. I think that's Antique Rose.
Or this one, no.
You just showed that one. What's
This
that one? Look at the bottom.
This one is, hang on.
Antique Rose, right?
No, this is Berry Pop.
There you go. I knew I was right.
That's, you used to wear that a lot, or maybe you
I
still
do sometimes. I wear all these colors. This looks dark in this room. I don't know why, because it's not, but it's a wonderful, it pops.
You can get
like
the
berries.
actual true color on SuzanneSomers.com.
Yeah. So show them some more colors. That's Berry Pop.
Okay, hold it.
And then
All right.
the one next to it is this one here. You're quite good at this, Alan.
You know, I used to be a big shot in the business, okay? Here I am, holding up, doing, in the commercial world where I used to spend a lot of my time.
I know.
Okay?
So
in
good at
commercial.
it.
When they have these people, they audition them for their hands.
Oh yeah, I never
Okay.
made it.
It's just their hands.
Yeah, I know.
And I remember talking to this woman one day. I said, "So what happens when you break a nail?" She said, I can't work until it grows back.
Wow.
You can't use fake nails."
Wow, that was a long time ago. They didn't have that nail glue.
So
Now,
that-
what are you doing with that? Okay.
So that they used
And what
to
is this?
they used to refer to that as a hand job. I'm not kidding.
You guys, if you're looking, there's no promo code for tonight. If you order
Read the
anything
name
at
of that.
SuzanneSomers.com over $50,
What's the name on that?
then you'll get a prompt that will invite you to add the free gift, which is the coral
Caramelized peach.
brush, blush,
Oh,
and the brush.
that was caramelized peach again. Okay, now take the next one. This looks like Antique Rose to me, is it?
Let's see. Antique Rose.
Yeah.
You're
This is the
right.
one that looks good on Caroline.
Okay.
So all you with a little Italian in you, this
Okay.
will look good.
Gotch D said this is better than a comedy show. Gotch D is high.
Okay.
Okay, here it is.
That's Antique Rose.
Thank you, Gotch D.
Those are Caroline's lips. They're that color.
See, the color's not coming out.
I
Like
know.
I'm looking at the
I
color
know, but I'm
here.
telling you the name so you can sort of think about it, and then when you
Yeah.
go to the site, you'll go, Yeah, that was the one I thought. Now this is the next one, which looks like
Coral Crush.
Coral Crush. This is a great one.
It looks like someone.
I like Coral Crush with Honey Glow on the top.
Someone's been chewing on this.
I know, it's like they all fell. Usually when you got a new lipstick, it's all perfect.
Wasn't me.
I think these were dropped.
I haven't used lipstick for
Although,
years.
you know what they look like? It's so hot here. I don't want to complain, but geez.
I like
It was 109 the other night. At night, 109. Okay, now that's, yeah, that's a Coral Crush. That's a great one. And then this one, that's got to be Berry Pop.
This
that
one.
looks like it got melted in your Palm Springs.
I think that's what happened. They were sitting in the car and they got all
Oh,
wonky.
sitting in the car.
All wonky.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is garnet.
Yeah, Jill just said they melted in the heat because I inspected everything before I sent them.
Yeah, and they look like, I tell Jill I believe her. She didn't have to even explain. I always would believe her. But yeah, I was looking at them going, oh, this looks like a screw up from
Well,
nature.
we can still use it.
Yeah.
I'd still use it.
Yeah, it makes no difference. Now you don't have to worry about, okay. So those are all the lipsticks. These are all the Flawless Finish foundation.
And you know, before Suzanne moves on from the lipsticks, as you know, she does not use lead in her lipstick, and you might not know that if you're using conventional browns, they most likely contain lead and a lot of artificial colors that are no longer allowed in the food supply, but they're still allowed in makeup.
Would you like to know where lead goes in your body when you ingest it? Our body was not meant to handle lead.
Well, you wouldn't inject lead.
No, let me finish. And so, but we've had lead pipes in our house, and maybe our houses when we were little girls, the pipes were lead, and sometimes it was the city pipes are lead. There's lead in hidden places. Well, the brain has an intelligence, and the brain goes, oh, you just took in lead with that lipstick. I don't have any place to put that lead in your body. Oh, I know where I'll put it. I'll put it in your bones. So the lead all goes into the bones over the ears. Okay, all right, doesn't that sound like a good solution? Except when you fall and you break something, all that lead goes, oh, we're free. And it gets out and it goes out in the bloodstream and it goes and attacks all your different organs and glands. It's not a good thing. It's highly, will make you sick. Could make you sick.
You know,
Careful.
whenever we're in a restaurant and a woman at the next table is
Does what?
finished dinner and she's putting on lipstick. I've never done it, but I'd love to. I just want to go over there and tell her about lead in her lipstick.
Yeah?
Okay?
Why don't you do it? Whoever you do it with will think you're obnoxious, but you're so cute, they'll go, well, he was obnoxious, but he's awfully cute.
Yeah, see. Well, wanted a date? Can I say that?
No.
Want a date?
No.
No. Do you get busted for that?
I don't know, but no fun for me. Essential eyeshadow neutrals. Just buy this. This is so great. All the colors that you want, and you can mix them in with each other to make the colors that you didn't know you want. That's what I wear all the time. I know sometimes I get my eye makeup on great, and like the other day, it wasn't so great, but I kind of like, it's painting, isn't it? I take my brush and I put it, I've got this weird ass makeup table over here because we're moving soon, and I had to make do with what I had to make do. Are you going to show them?
Well, I don't think I can swing the cameras around that far.
And Dave, our IT guy, sat there with his laptop the other day and he knocked everything down.
Accidentally.
Of course, actually.
Yeah, accidentally.
Yeah.
He was high too.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
What do you mean two?
Well, Gotch D.
Oh.
Gotch D.
Did I show everything? What's this? Eeks. Oh. That wasn't a good demo.
And hey, when you go through using eyeshadows, they have a lot of pigment, so you want just a tiny little bit on your brush.
Yeah.
And
What, did you
shake
spill
the
this?
excess
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Yeah. It
Oh.
broke. Don't do that at home.
You just dumped it? Uh-oh.
No.
Call customer service.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kidding.
You know, we have a
Well, that was icky.
new technical setup here that I want to compliment
Yeah.
the two gentlemen
Yeah.
who were key in making this happen and making it happen quickly. Okay? Well, first of all, the first gentleman was our dear friend of 35 or more years and probably the best cabinet maker, he's an artist, you'll find anywhere. And he actually, right now, is doing all the cabinets and everything for the home we're building. And the other gentleman who supplied all of the technical gear and I think did the original design was Mark Wilkinson.
Who's Bruce's friend and
Who's Bruce's
partner.
friend and partner, and he's also an artist and totally gets it. So congratulations to both
Yeah, and
those
this is
guys.
going to move over into our new house.
No,
What I
this
realized
is not,
with our
in the new house, we have one that has an electric motor.
So what do we do with this?
This one, we find someone, I don't know.
How do you sell this?
We'll auction it off. You can autograph it.
Suzanne's studio. So what I realized is this whole box of samples was sitting in the heat and crumbled and wasn't happy. So tell Jill it's not her fault, because I'm afraid to pick up any more. But we've got, I'll just read the boxes. So we've got the one that, caramelized peach blush. Oh, that's great. And the one I just dropped all over the place was antique rose. And then the other one, these are the blushes, are berry pop. These are great. They're so great. And they never look like Betty Davis. This is Honey Glow. Do any of you know who Betty Davis is?
I do.
Yeah.
We used to date. What was that famous movie she did? That everyone hated her? 'Cause
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
was that her? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I remember she went through a period when no one liked her. Okay, so here's the deal today, okay? You get a free gift of the Coral Crush Blush and the Blush Brush.
Say that
Which
again,
is
Al. What?
The Coral Crush Blush and the Blush Brush.
Okay.
$54.98 retail
Okay.
value.
Okay.
And with any purchase of $50 or more at SuzanneSomers.com, you get that free.
Yeah.
Free. That's a good deal. You know, it's great that we can provide these discounts. You know, when
Yeah, I'd much rather do
when-
this than give it to a shopping channel.
well, the problem with working at the shopping channel, just to walk through the door, you have to give them half your
Isn't that
sales.
amazing? Isn't that amazing? They haven't
Yeah.
done one thing yet but let you sit in a chair. But
No,
it was a
no,
great
in all-
way to meet all of you.
Yeah, no.
I met so
in
many
all
of you.
fairness, in all fairness,
Yeah.
you know, they supply the studio.
Yeah, no, it's
They
a great
supply
show.
their customer base. They do the fulfillment. So they earn. I don't know if they earn half our business.
What are those?
Pardon me.
What are those?
There's things that I'm playing with in my pocket.
That's how he occupies himself.
I think I have to change the angle
Always
here.
there to play with.
Yeah, here, change the angle. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, that's much better.
for me?
Yeah, you got a little headroom now. You didn't have headroom before.
Okay. All right. I like
Okay.
this lemonade.
Okay. That's special lemonade.
Very tangy. Tart.
Coral Crush Blush and Blush Brush. Well, that's brush, right? $54.98 retail. Spend $50 and we give you that free. So that means that the $50, you're paying $25 for each.
So last night, we had such a nice time. We had a long day yesterday. We drove in. We were picked up at 9:30, drove into LA, had a business lunch, and then had a important doctor's meeting for Alan's eyes. And then we had to drive back to the desert to get to his best longtime dear friend, his 85th birthday party, Alan Bly. Well, it was 14 people. So glad we made the effort. It was so nice. Alan, he's had a stroke, so I had a real interesting talk with him. A talk I wouldn't have been able to have with him or anyone maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but my falling has given me such empathy and such compassion. And the life I live right now is, I'm so happy I can walk. I'm grateful I can walk, because I was told that I was this far away from becoming a complete quadriplegic. But I looked at Alan's friend last night, who can't walk, and he's in a wheelchair, and everything's a struggle, I can tell. And I told him, I said, you don't know what happened to me, but 2 years ago this happened, and it's taken me all this time to recover, and I'm so grateful I can walk. And then I look at you, and I realize, I bet you would love to be able to walk like me. And he goes, I would love to be able to walk like
Well,
you.
he said, I am going to walk.
Yeah, he did say that.
I believe
And
it.
I think when you speak in the affirmative,
That's right.
It's how I get to sleep.
Yeah.
That's my little trick at night when I can't sleep. I wake up and have monkey brain. I say, I am asleep. I
Yeah.
am sleeping. I am sleeping.
Alan was a very successful TV producer and creator. He and his bipolar partner created Sonny and Cher show and produced it and wrote it, and the Andy Williams show and produced it and wrote it, and they did the Elvis leather special, which was amazing.
And that's when they put Elvis in the leather jacket,
And
the
actually,
leather pants.
you know what? The night, my office was on Sunset, and their office was down the street on Sunset, and they were writing, it was 9 o'clock at night, I think, and I think they were writing the Elvis show.
Really? I didn't know he was on the same
And-
block.
No, it was like 2 blocks away.
Uh-huh.
So I dropped by to visit, and the TV was on, and that was the night that Robert Kennedy was assassinated.
Oh wow! At a hotel in L.A. too.
Yeah, the ambassador.
Wow!
Wow, it was right. You know, you remember things. I remember where I was in, when his brother was having the big fight in the fall. When was it? It was October.
His brother, as in John?
Jack Kennedy.
Jack Kennedy?
Yeah, John Kennedy.
Having the fight with
But I knew him well, so I called,
this kind of
called
fight,
him
or
Jack.
this kind of fight, or what?
Well, Khrushchev, loaded missiles.
Oh, yeah.
It was the missile crisis.
Yeah.
Loaded missiles into Cuba, which is 90 miles off the coast of the United States. Well, I guess that would be the very end of what do they call those little islands?
Pollution?
Pardon? Pollution? What did you say?
Illusion.
Illusion. Okay. It's better when it was pollution. Anyway. No, what do they call them? When you leave Miami and you drive on
Keys.
Keys, okay. So I guess it's Key West.
Yeah.
Okay. So if something happened, Key West wouldn't have been there, right? Oh no, they wouldn't aim for Key West. They'd aim for D.C.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Is this Bay
terrible.
of Pigs?
No, Bay and Pigs was a whole other thing that I don't even want to tell you what happened, but the Cubans living in Miami. Well, I'm not gonna. I can't. I don't want to tell you.
It's too big a story. It's got so
Yeah,
many
it's
layers.
too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too big. But
Yeah.
they were all wearing your makeup, as I remember.
And especially the caramelized
Oh, yeah.
peach.
So I got to say this again. Okay, we
Say
give
it
you
again,
this
Al.
free gift.
I'll have a
The
sip of
Coral
lemonade.
Crush Blush and the Blush Brush, $54.98 value retail. And all you have to spend is $49.99 or more at SuzanneSomers.com to get the $54.98 retail value free gift. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. And normally you read with more excitement than that, but it was good.
Okay. All right. The free gift, the Coral Crush Blush and the Blush Brush. $54.98 retail value with any purchase of $49.99 or more at SuzanneSomers.com.
There's the Al Hamill I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell a friend.
It's been interesting. You've been telling a lot of stories about your past lately.
I have?
Yeah, and very interesting. Things I didn't even know about.
Huh.
And
Well, I'll keep them coming.
I'm reminded all the time, gosh, before I even met him, you were so accomplished.
Accomplished, yeah.
Yeah, you had done so much, and on camera, and respected, and then he came to Hollywood, and you made a deal in the first week that you were here, and you became partners with Dick Clark, and those things are not easy to do, and you did it, and
Wow.
you did it so well.
Wow, accomplished, yeah.
You're very accomplished.
Well, you're very accomplished. When I look at your bio, we should put your bio on the screen sometime. Really?
Right.
No, really.
That's how you can go to sleep at night.
It's impressive. It's very impressive. Very impressive. You know, we created it for business reasons, so that certain people with whom we interact can know exactly everything that Suzanne has done and everything we're doing. And I look at it and I think, this woman, I mean, really, during your time in Hollywood, okay, that's when the whole, actually, you know, it started in Sausalito.
Yeah,
With Touch Me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was sad. I wrote sad poems.
Yep. That's all right.
I remember there's been a lot of people who have read my poetry over things. Some make fun of it, and some really do a beautiful job with it. Fran, what's her name? Fran Lebowitz, one Christmas, sent out a recording of my books with her reading it, and it was actually funny. She was really making fun of it, and they get gaspy, like, touch me, not like a cat or a tree or even a flower. Touch me like me, a woman, me. And when I was younger, when she did that, I thought, well, screw you, Fran, you write it. Now I think, oh, it's so funny.
Well, also that woman on, or used to be on Saturday Night Live did it. I can't remember her name.
Oh yeah, Gilda Radner. Can you grab
No, it wasn't Gilda Radner.
It was Kristen Wiig.
Yeah.
Can you grab me a Touch Me? It's down there in the very first
Certainly.
thing of my books. It's interesting how things hold up. See, there's like a stack of maybe 6 of them, and they're really skinny. Yeah, you're looking right over there. First row.
Here?
Yeah, and to go down, and then kind of perched on a,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Caroline was saying the other day there are only, what, 500 of these left?
No, like 250
Oh.
that we have.
Oh.
And also, really nice pictures inside.
Yeah, that was Hank Soroyan. I should send him a couple of these. I bet he doesn't have them. But I had a funny take on things. This was during the 60s. And
Man, you're old.
I know. Here's one called No. I don't give you time because you're a cliche. I meet 1,000 times a day. There's no need to talk. I know you're handsome and successful and extremely good in bed, but really there's nothing to say. Only a kind of game to play. Only a tedious cliche. I meet 1,000 times a day and I always forget your name.
Were you talking about me?
I don't even know who I was talking about. Here's one I wrote probably about you. We should have met some other time. Remember the beginning, it was rocky. Right now our heads are clouded with only half-forgotten memories that make us drift away. I could be all those things for you. Sometimes I want to be. Even now I miss you when you're gone, but not enough. We should have met some other time. You're not one to toy with, nor am I. You don't play second string so well, nor do I. So we'll probably drift away, knowing we should have met some other time. I don't think that was about you, but you're the only one I was ever with, so it was probably when you didn't want to get married and you got to live your own life and all that.
Well, I'm just sad, okay?
Why?
I'm just sad.
Why?
Well, because the one you read before, you're talking about some guy who was good in bed, and I thought, well, hopefully that's me, okay, and it wasn't. And then this one here.
Really you, but she called you a cliche.
A cliche. Here's one called Hangovers. Let's see what that was. Once, hangovers troubled me, and vague memories of loud laughs and lewd dances and hostile glances from jealous wives. Once hangovers troubled me, and vague memories of insults and confrontations and things I wanted to say but knew I shouldn't. Now I enjoy my hangovers and vague memories of my vulgarity or whatever, because I've grown old enough to know that everyone has the right, once in a while, to make an ass of himself.
Oh. Well, show some of those pictures. They're really interesting pictures.
Okay.
At least we do, because they're of us.
Organic, no, this is organic girl, that's not so. Are there pictures of you in here?
Of course.
You're not in that.
60s.
I remember that dress. Do you remember that dress?
I do. It blew nicely in the wind at the beach.
That was in the window at Leonard's house.
Yep. Well, you know, this is...
And this is little Bruce and me running on the beach when Bruce was little. And now he married Caroline.
and he's still running on the beach.
It's called For the Moment. This moment I enjoy without plans for tomorrow or distant days too vague and shadowy to know. This moment I enjoy without thought of the future or urgency to understand myself and grow. My savings are numbered, problems await, responsibility and fears are never far away. Time moves swiftly, pain will come again, but God, it's great to feel this way today. We've all had moments like that, haven't we?
Actually, I never ran on the beach with my mother.
Yeah, she's not the ring on the beach kind of girl.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we've talked about all the makeup. I hope you get it. It's all great. There's
Okay,
not one
once
single
more.
bad thing in it.
Once more, here's the deal before we say goodbye. You get a free gift of the Coral Crush Blush and Brush. It's a $54.98 retail value if you spend $50 or more at SuzanneSomers.com. Okay? And that's it for today. Or tonight.
Yeah.
Terrific. And I'm doing an after show if you guys want to learn more about Suzanne's makeup.
Okay. Caroline will
Tune in.
answer all the things I didn't, which is practically everything. I just like to talk to you. And I'm so grateful that I have Caroline who will go in and go, no, but this is what's in this and this is what's in that. And it allows me to have more fun with you. And I really appreciate it. So good night, Caroline. I love you. I love all of
I
you.
love you too.
That's all there is, you know. It's not what you do. It's not what you have. It's not what you are. It's just about who you love and who loves you. Good night.